We are back in studio and we are ready with a fresh new episode of NBA 2K TV.
First up, My NBA. If you've been following the show, you know that Team 2K TV is deep in our My NBA season, taking on the Curry era. And we've reached the playoffs.
Ooh, I am happy to report a few of our teams made it to the playoffs, but will any of our teams be able to take out the Warriors? Well, we did a team check-in last week. Here's how the West is breaking down.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then there's Ayton. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Kamara in at the 4. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Plumlee in at center. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Henderson. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent. Did it great.
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
The chosen one gets the basket.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and shots to begin this ball game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here is Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Out to KD. Shot to stop the run. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Outside for Beal. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
That's Beal's wheelhouse catch and pop.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Henderson. Banked in off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Sharp against Beal. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Booker against Henderson. Booker looking around. A nice shot by Katie.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency. Kevin takes great shots.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Now, Booker, after the missed three from the chosen one. And the rejection by Ayton.
With his reach, it's hard to get anything over DeAndre Ayton.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. The chosen one gets the basket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And here's Booker. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Passes it to Plumlee. And the rejection by Ayton. The shot by Beal, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
The chosen one gets the basket.
3 points.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And the Suns here with a different look. Donnie's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Martin comes in for Kevin Durant. Allen's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in.
Substitution
With a completely new group on the floor. Morris inside. Henderson defending. Morris, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to... build
24.
this lead.
O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then it's Morris. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Beal in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. I'm told now by our producer. Do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call and... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Devin Booker.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the all-star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space. It has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Booker. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
Trailblazers leading by 21. Here's the chosen one. From outside, off the mark. Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. But Suns keeping it alive, a new 14. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Ayton. They shoot again, and it's good on the way in.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Morris kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Durant. Tries again. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
Outside, Beal. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Beal's got 11 points.
Now, there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
Here's the chosen one, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
Phoenix.
David, indeed they do. And the Suns call time. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Taking a look here at numbers for Allen. He had a strong showing.
And so it's Portland finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then it's the chosen one. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
O'Neal outside. Booker finds KD. Kicks it out to Booker. Off the mark there with a three-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns' core group had some growing pains in that first season. But look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. Shoots a three, and again the triple from the chosen one.
Three-point field goal.
The chosen one's got 33 points.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first three shots.
Booker dishes to O'Neal. Pulls up. KD can't get it to go.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
24.
Good.
Already a gifted passer. Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. KD can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The chosen one's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
O'Neal, no good. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Durant. He sinks the 11-footer. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from the chosen one. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Simons against Jones. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Allen outside. And the 3 ball is good. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's the chosen one. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Martin against Avdia. Martin the pass to Jones. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooting.
And it goes down to 2 points.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Now Jones, still yet to score. Dunn finds Jones. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Nobody near Allen. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making
The Trailblazers.
the weak coverage pay.
Klingon.
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
That's the end of the game. We thank all of you for coming out to tonight's game. We hope to see you at our next arena event. Make sure to exit safely. Have a great night, everyone.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long and good night.
We are back with another My NBA Steph Curry era. We're here with the guys, Brian, Rodney, Danny, Blake, and Chris. Sorry to announce that, unfortunately, Rodney and Chris did not make the playoffs. Chris, I want to go to you first because you don't really ever make the playoffs. So how does it feel to be left out once again?
Unfortunately, the Nets did not make the playoffs. The Dwight Howard deal that I made actually ended up causing the Atlanta Hawks to be #1 in the East. So I kind of helped elevate them to the #1 spot. So
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for... And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Good and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamari in at the 4 slot. And for San Antonio, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul, and it's Vassell in at the 3. Stan on the tail end of a back-to-back. Tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season. And to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful even when they're not at 100% that do the best in these situations.
Here's the chosen one. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Count it from distance.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Gets the 3 ball to go.
4-3.
And we're about a minute into the first. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. The 3rd pick in 2023, Henderson anointed as a franchise piece, but he took his lumps in year 1, Stan.
Well, Brian, look, the hardest position to play in the NBA is as a point guard. And so this guy has the athleticism and the skill, but there's so much to learn in terms of decision-making. This guy's going to be a very good player.
Paul taking his time here. Pass to Wembanyama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Fox outside. Here he goes. Over Sharp. San Antonio again can't hit. Portland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to the chosen one. Shoots from 14. Another one falls for Portland.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Spurs trail by 6. Sohan outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Vassell. And there it is for him. The chosen one's got 12 points in the game. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Timeout called the Spurs. This game following their win against the Rockets.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Massey, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And Castle subbed in for Paul. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingett, he's checked in for Ayton. Williams comes in for Kamara. Avdia, he's checked in for Sharp. And Simon, who's subbed in for Henderson. Now here's Johnson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Houston. Shot clock at 2. The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound Spurs. Oh, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Spurs, not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
When I look at Portland, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
Here's Kessel. 23 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates. Racking up the assists, so important to team chemistry.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San... Substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Bassie. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for De'Aaron Fox.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Paul. He's scoreless. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
What a throw down by Vassell. This is why he looks to get to the basket.
Here's the chosen one. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
The chosen one shot is good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Sohan inside. Pass to Castle. Sohan outside. That shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
2 minutes remaining
To the middle. Here's Kamare. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
The assist.
And it's a 12-point Portland lead. Paul against Henderson. Paul passes to Vassell. Here's Sohan. Driving in. Can they get it? And Ayton pulls it down. Portland leading by 12. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's the chosen one missing. For San Antonio, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Here's Castle to the paint. Here's Vassell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vassell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when Wings take it down low, good things happen.
Timeout called. Portland, they're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the...
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Portland ahead, up by 5.
Spurs 29. The Trailblazers 34. Your Spurs, you dance team.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Checking out the group for Chauncey Billups to start the second half. Scoot and Sharp for the backcourt set. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 4-man position. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Vassell. The chosen one shot is good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Fox against Sharp. Outside Paul. 4-3. It's hauled in by Henderson.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
From 11 feet away, that's good on the jumper. And it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Well, they keep going to him, and he keeps delivering.
Here's Vassell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Henderson, the pass to the chosen one. Here's Ayton. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams. Appreciate the report. On the wing, Vassell from behind the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
The chosen one shot is good.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Pass to Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
A 6'3" point guard. Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Timeout called, the Blazers. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard. It really...
Substitution.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Vassell in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Castle. And he can't get that one. Nice D from Henderson. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Castle in at point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Spurs trail by 17. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Vassell.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
Here's the chosen one. Here's Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got his first 2 points of the night.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Sohan outside. Here's Vassell, and the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Johnson. Trailblazers lead by 17.
Chris Paul.
Here's the chosen one. He buries it from 3. The chosen one's got 36 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The kick out to Paul. Sohan outside. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The chosen one shot is good. The chosen one's got 38 points.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Paul. Will it go? Fires in the triple.
Yeah, he's usually the playmaker, but Paul can knock down a shot like that if you set him up.
Here's the chosen one. Oh, from deep. Drains the triple. The chosen one's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
2 minutes.
Let's go with a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Paul with it. Henderson picks him up. Here's Vassell. That 3's off the mark.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And it's the chosen one missing. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Portland with a rebound.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Trailblazers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for the chosen one.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times.
24.
Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Paul, that one off the back iron and out.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Henderson.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
From deep, Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Henderson, the pass to the chosen one. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Now here's Vassell.
That's the end of the game. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
so no problem for Portland as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce,